What's going on, everybody? So I just got off my normie job, and well, I want to talk to you real quick about the All-Star game, if you will, okay? Don't worry about what's in the cup because it's not just juice. The All-Star game. I remember in a time past when the All-Star game itself was actually a bit competitive. Now, I understand that the players are trying to protect their bodies. After the All-Star weekend, it usually goes into the playoff runs for certain teams, and they want to protect themselves from injury or what have you, anything unexpected before the latter half of the season, the latter part of the season starts, where their competition will be most important. But you know what? Much like the Pro Bowl, or speaking specifically about the Pro Bowl, not like the All-Star weekend for baseball or hockey, but I believe that the All-Star weekend itself in most professional sports have become watered down. We have allowed the players to take control of the All-Star weekend. Now, I remember back when it was actually a honor to be named an All-Star. You got to come during the weekend and rub elbows with all the latest, the most brightest superstars, and it was an honor to compete with them, even though you're not going full speed, but there still was a bit of competition, a bit of defense, if you will, play. Okay? But be honest with you, specifically, the All-Star game has become a complete shit show. So I want to talk about the All-Star game because it was a complete travesty. It was a complete dumpster fire, and something has to be done about it. And I also want to react to a video by ESPN where they were giving this ridiculous, if you will, solution to fix the All-Star game, okay? So we're going to talk about it because it's got to be said. There's a lot of people that feel the way I do. It's got to be talked about, okay? So without further ado, welcome to Normieville.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to a, we call you normies.
Well, y'all saw the score from the All-Star game, right? I believe it was 186 to 211. It was a complete crapshoot. As you can see here from the New York Post, NBA All-Star game ripped for embarrassing defense after record total.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Almost 400 points scored in this NBA game. It was a dumpster fire, like I said. Let's read the article and talk about some of the highlights of this disgusting game.
What?
There's no D in NBA All-Star game. Pause. Sunday's marquee contest featured a record 397 combined points.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Including a record 211 by the winning Eastern Conference. Received criticism by media and fans alike for featuring the defensive intensity displayed on the second night of a back-to-back in Charlotte in February. Okay? Combined 397 points. Like I said before, I remember a time where this was at least a little bit competitive. Again, I know you're not going full speed, but at least try to play a little bit of defense. Make it look a little bit competitive. Make it look like you're actually trying to play a real game a little bit. We know it's an All-Star weekend, so we understand what that comes with, but try a little bit, please. That was dreadful. Again, I am beginning to think this game is irredeemable, the athletic David Aldridge tweeted. I'm not sure why even minimal defensive effort is beyond this generation of All-Stars, but it may be time to end the game if they can't give more of a damn than that. Yes, it seems like these players do not give a shit.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Why are we even still having the game? Why are we even still playing the game if it's going to be like this? Just a circle jerk of everybody. Damian Lillard was shooting three-pointers from half court. You had guys self-assisting their own alley-oops. Nobody, the people are going straight through the lane, just making layups back and forth. I mean, what? It's not even a real game. It's like playing a game at 21 when we're grown men. There is no competition. This product is horrible. Horrible. While the NBA has pushed for its mid-season game to become more competitive like it used to be, Sunday's game only fueled the fire that perhaps the current version of the game is doomed. Sure, it's fun to see the great players and potential Hall of Famers all share the same court at the same time, but seeing them go through the motions takes away a little of the luster. It takes away a lot of the luster. Again, this game used to be honorable. People were honored that they were selected to be an all-star. Okay? That you were selected by probably a panel of your peers, that you were good enough to be named among the greats in this game for this particular year, that you put in the work to say, you know what, I'm one of the greats, at least for this year. And it actually counted how many times you made the all-star team, right? Just like, defensive player of the year or offensive player of the year or whatever. These things used to count. But this not even say watered down, this completely destroyed version of the All-Star game specifically is terrible. Just like Pro Bowl. Now they're playing flag football. Like, I get it, people are trying to, and sorry for the rant, everybody, in between these paragraphs here, but even in the Pro Bowl, now they're talking about everybody trying to preserve their bodies and this health thing is a big deal. How about you take care of yourself in the off season, okay? How about you don't go partying and going to strip clubs and, displaying weapons on IG and stuff like that? How about you take care of yourself in the off season so during the regular season you can go hard like everybody expect you to? You get paid all these bucks, and yes, take care of your body, of course, because we need you to be on the court. You need to be on the court to make a difference for your team, to make money, to be legendary. But this is crazy. There's always been a comparison between different eras of the NBA, but here are the total points scored in each of the last 10 years. 397 in 2024, 318 in 2014, 286 in 2004, and 245 in 1994. There is a clear trend that is alienating some. Quote, once again, these NBA All-Stars are showing no respect for the game.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
This is another Dunkarama and three-point farce. Longtime Boston Globe columnist Bob Ryan tweeted, not a single hand in anyone's face. I see how TCM is doing. See you next year. What a waste of time. Adam, you must do something. This is embarrassing for your sport. Completely embarrassing. And this is a tweet right here from David Aldridge. He was talking about how this is dreadful and how we should get rid of the All-Star game if it's going to be like this. Again, some of the skill competitions like the three-point contest, the dunk contest, cool, whatever. Even though, like I said, I believe it's watered down because the stars that you want to see in these competitions, sometimes they choose to not compete, which also makes those competitions watered down, if you ask me. Stephen A. Smith, I was watching something he was talking about on ESPN. He was talking about just get rid of the All-Star game if it's going to be like that. I say if you're going to water down these competitions and the All-Star game, just don't have an All-Star weekend, period. Just don't do it at all. If this is the product you're bringing to the table now for the NBA, just take 2 weeks off and then just come back to the regular season. We don't need an All-Star game. Just have all the players take a week. We'll just have a week off from the regular season. Everybody can rest and chill on their couches and do whatever, and then we'll come back and restart the rest of the remainder of the season if it's going to be like this, okay? Because this is just bullshit. Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated poked fun at the early mention of defense on TNT broadcast. Tweeted Mannix, defense is being played here. It said defense is being played here, says the TNT broadcast, with the East on pace to score 212 points. Karl Anthony Towns led all scorers with 50 points in losing effort, while MVP Damian Lillard scored 39 for the Eastern Conference. And they said that because, he was shooting from half court. I mean, it was like, oh, wow. So we gave him the MVP, right? Which Ticket TV was talking like this guy can score. He can hit three-pointers from half court in the All-Star game, but he can't hit that shit in the regular season, right? I'll refer you to Ticket TV to watch his channel. He gave a good breakdown of this right here. 7 players score at least 20 points. Quote, I used to love the at NBA All-Star game. Author and former Sports Illustrated reporter Jeff Pearlman tweeted, now I hate it. It's become weirdly uncool to play hard, play D, try, care. Same goes for the dunk contest. Once upon a time, it was the land of Jordan, Dominique, Kobe, and Vince. Then it turned into this flat wasteland, the NBA eating itself. I totally agree. Now, I would like to refer to you of this ridiculous take from Brian Windhorst of how he thinks the NBA All-Star game can be fixed. Before I get into this reaction to ESPN, I must give my fair use clause because this is a YouTube video by ESPN and because I don't want the copyright gods of YouTube to snipe you, boy, I will give my fair use clause. So before we get to this reaction real quick, fair use.
The NBA All-Star game was there last night, and no defense was played. You got LeBron James, his 20th All-Star, breaking the record with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most in history. And LeBron at 39 can still do that. Had just 8 points in 14 minutes. But look at this. I mean, that is not.
You see that? Zero defense being played right now.
Disrespectful to the GOAT. It is. Right between the legs. You know, the East led by 15 at this point. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Dame Lillard pulling up. Step back three. He had 22 in the first half. East led by big time. They tied an all.
Look at this. He's going to give his own alley-oop. No defense. Nobody's trying to put a hand up like the other guy said. Nothing. It just goes back and forth, just racking points for no reason.
A record for the most points at a half. And then look at Luka.
Missed it.
And
Watch this guy hit this down three-pointer from half court.
Well, oh my God. And then look, Dame back from half court. Dame Lillard had 33 through 3 quarters. And then the East leading 197 to 176. Tyrese Halliburton, that was for 200 points. First.
All right, now let me fast forward to Brian Windhorst, how they think they can fix this. There we go. Here we go, right here.
Were scored just 2 personal fouls.
Oh, there's a way to get them to play harder, Brian, and that's to pay them. You know, Adam Silver came at the start of the season. He had 3 priorities for this year. One, he wanted players to stop resting as much, and he put a financial penalty in for teams if players rested on national television games where they weren't injured. That has gone way down. There's been a couple of penalties done, and teams have really knocked it off. 2, he wanted the players to really invest in the in-season tournament. He offered $500,000 to the winning team, $300,000 to second place. We saw great buy-in and guys talking about the money all the way through. And 3, he wanted the All-Star game to be more competitive. Made a whole bunch of changes, went back to the East-West format, eliminated.
Let me go back here.
Game at the start
Check
of the
this out.
season. He had 3 priorities for this year.
Wait a minute.
There's a way to get them to play harder, Brian, and that's to pay them.
He said the way to fix the All-Star game is to pay them. Now, not that these NBA players are getting these huge contracts, not that they incentivize this play-in tournament BS to get them to play in this in-season tournament and then do their All-Star game and then play in the playoffs. Now you want to give them more money or more of a bonus, if you will, to compete in the All-Star game that they should already be doing. For one, we don't need an in-season tournament, all right? And there are many people out there that quiet as kept or is disgusted by the fact that LeBron hyped up this play-in tournament and then hoisted this banner next to the actual championships of the Los Angeles Lakers. I know all of you have seen the clip from Kobe Bryant where he said, we don't hang banners, we hang championships. And LeBron James essentially shit on that. Well, now they want Brian Windhorst, this freaking, jock sniffer guy, insider for the NBA says, well, we should just pay them more money. How much more money do you need to do your damn job.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
We pay you lots of money to be competitive, to be entertaining. How much more money do you need? Just saying. So, you see what's going on here. The NBA All-Star Game, if they don't fix it, if they don't somehow make it competitive, and I guess hold these players' hands by giving them more money and begging them to freaking bring a better product to the table, which they should already do because they can play plenty of money and have plenty of incentive. The All-Star Game should be also on one of those on their stat sheet, right? When they get ready, when they've been to the All-Star Game X amount of times, right? Being an All-Star used to be something that was, again, honorable, something that was held in high regard. Now it's just, oh, I got in the All-Star team. Oh, great. I mean, for some of these guys, that's all you're going to get. You're not going to get a championship. For some of these guys, making the All-Star team is your best accolade. Be proud of it. You still played to the level of an All-Star. But that's not good enough. No. We got to pay you more money on top of the bonuses, on top of the incentives, on top of the contract, on top of the play-in tournament. Now we had to beg you not to do low management by freaking putting a penalty on it. I'm just disgusted. Sorry for all the profanity, YouTube and my normies out there, but I thought this was a complete disgrace. It should be called out by everybody. Anybody that defends this mess, I think you're crazy. And if it goes like this next year, nobody's going to watch it, all right? Thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this garbage ass All-Star weekend in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.